Hello, everyone. My name is David Hedlund. I am an associate professor, and I am the chairperson of the Division of Sport Management here at St. John's University. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. I am the faculty moderator for the Sport Management Student Association. And for, I guess this is now my second or third year in this role. Although I've been working closely with the association for at least the last 6 or 7 years. So I've been asked to briefly review a couple of questions. And so I thought I would spice this up a little bit. And I thought I would include some slides as I move through. So who are many of you? So last year, this was the president of the Sport Management Association, Shane. And so he was one of our best students. In fact, this is Shane receiving the Marion Noonan Award, which is given to one of the best or most outstanding sport management students. And my experience working with these student organizations is these are composed of many of the best students here at St. John's. So if you are watching this video, if you are a part of one of these student organizations, I would speculate that you are one of our best and our brightest. So please, so we're happy you're here. We're happy you're participating. We're happy you're taking a leadership role in these activities. So the first question that we've been asked to discuss briefly is, what is the role of a faculty moderator? So in my case, what I do is I assist. Whatever the students need help with, if they need help getting rooms, or if they need help with ideas or any of these kind of things, if they just want to bounce ideas off about different activities that they could do, that's what I am there for. So to try to help them, to guide them. Many of the faculty moderators, they may have connections, they may have relationships, they may have ideas of here are things that the organization can do. And so faculty moderators, despite the name moderator, we are there to assist. At least that's my perspective, is to assist students with questions that they might have. So my experience as a faculty moderator, I love it. I love to help students figure out what their passions are, get involved, and do different kinds of activities, because many of these student groups, they're going to be activity or event based, that there is something that brings you and the other members of your group together. And so as a faculty moderator, I can be a part of that. I can help to facilitate that. I can help to create it. For example, the keynote event that the Sport Management Student Association does is our career night. And so, in fact, I've already met with our leadership board, our e-board, for this coming year. And so they've been talking about, okay, how can we continue this event? But perhaps how do we then deal with COVID-19? And so I have experience with some of these kinds of events. And so I can provide suggestions and ideas that then the e-board can take and use if they see fit. What do I enjoy about working with student leaders? I think, first of all, because many of you are the best and the brightest, sometimes it's just standing back and watching and seeing what it is that you create, or the events that you build, or the ideas that you come up with. For example, the Sport Management Student Association, as I'll show you with some of these other photos, one of the major things that we do is we go and do site visits to different sport organizations here in the tri-state area. Last year, I think all of the major facilities, many of the major teams, they all had various types of activities that the students could participate. And so our student Sport Management Association, they helped to organize these activities. They helped to make sure that everyone got to where they needed to be. Many different roles and activities that they took when it came to helping these events and activities to occur, including events and activities that may be on campus, whether it's just something as simple as working with career services in order to make sure that word gets out about a time when our alumni are coming onto campus in order to talk about opportunities. any of these different types of events, getting involved, meeting these people, networking. Much of our education, especially in my area of sports and the College of Professional Studies, is all about we want to help prepare students for jobs. And so when the Sport Management Student Association then partners with these groups and helps and promotes them and helps get students out, we are helping students accomplish their goals. And that is a really good thing, in my opinion. So the last question I was asked to describe or discuss is, what advice can you share with our leaders? So the number one, probably the first or second thing that I asked of the e-board last year was keep detailed notes of everything that you do, everything that you're thinking about, everything that you're talking about. After an event happens, do a debrief. If you're in marketing or PR, sometimes you might call it a hot wash, but it's an opportunity for you to evaluate what went well, where could we improve. Take notes, keep those records, pay that information forward to your e-board next year. One of the biggest challenges that we had several years ago was the transition from one e-board to the next e-board was not as seamless as I think it maybe could have been. And so that e-board that was coming and taking charge, they didn't have a lot of information about what had happened. And so we had to recreate or find from the advisors. And so number one would be keep track of these things, keep these records, evaluate everything that you do. And then when you do the handover from one year to the next, give this information so that the students in the following year, they can have even better ideas. If you made connections, share that information. Contact those people and let them know our tenure as the e-board is finished, but we have a new e-board. If you'd like to do a similar kind of event, let's do it. A good example of this was our trip to Bleacher Report and the opportunity that many of our students then had to meet and network with alumni. And of course, this was also coordinated with career services, which leads to kind of the two other pieces of advice. Number one, make connections and relationships with faculty, with career services, with other groups here on campus that can assist you, and be open to ideas. If I had told the e-board last year, hey, what do you think about doing some of these trips to Madison Square Garden or Barclays or Bleacher Report? Many students may have been like, can we do that? Be open to ideas. If faculty, alumni, there are relationships that can be leveraged, be open to these ideas. But come up with ideas as well. Scour the LinkedIn, scour the internet for some different opportunities that you think might be beneficial. Bring these to your faculty moderator. So I wish all of you great luck and success in the coming year. Please stay healthy. Please stay safe, probably more than anything else. And remember, your faculty moderators and many of the people who oversee student organizations, we are all here to help you. So good luck and take care.